A secret meeting about you ended in tears. My child, I need you to listen closely, for what I am about to share is not something you hear every day. It is not a story of ordinary events, but a whisper from the unseen realms that surrounds you even now. Sometimes, the world you walk in appears solid, safe, familiar. Yet, beneath the surface, choices are being made, decisions that touch your life in ways you cannot see, decisions that can stir tears even before you know why. I have watched over you, always. My sword of light has never left your side, though you may not feel its presence. Today, I must speak to you not as a protector from a distance, but as one who reveals truths you may not yet be ready to hear. A secret meeting about you took place. A meeting so silent, so hidden, that not even the wind carried its words. And yet, its effects have begun to ripple through your life. You see, child, there are forces, both seen and unseen, that discuss the paths of every soul. Some gather in light, others in shadow. And in this secret meeting, the conversation was about you. Imagine, if you can, beings sitting in a circle, voices low, eyes focused. Your name whispered, your actions discussed, your choices weighed. But the air was heavy, not with malice, but with concern. Concern that turned quickly into sorrow. They spoke of your struggles, your hidden pains, the loneliness you have carried in silence. And by the end of it, tears flowed, not just for you, but for what you might have endured alone. Can you feel that, child? The weight of unseen eyes noticing your every burden, yet unable to intervene fully? I want you to pause here for a moment. I want you to breathe deeply and feel the presence of someone who has always been beside you. Close your eyes if you can, and imagine my hand resting gently on your shoulder. Can you feel it? The warmth, the unwavering strength? That is the love that was discussed in that secret meeting, the love that cannot be measured, but that has always surrounded you. Now, I must ask you something. Have you ever felt that sadness in your life was heavier than it should be? That your tears were carried alone, while others laughed and moved forward? I want you to comment, if you feel safe, even just the word, heard, in your heart or in your mind. I will wait here, my child, listening. This meeting, my child, was not only about observing your pain. It was about understanding the courage it took to face each day, the battles fought quietly in your mind and spirit. You have carried burdens that few could imagine, yet still, you rise. And yet, there was a sadness in the room, a grief for the times when you doubted yourself, when you wished the world would simply pause so you could breathe. Those present at that meeting cried, not out of weakness, but out of deep, profound empathy. They saw what you have endured and felt the tears you held back. You might wonder, why tears? Why sorrow? Is life meant to be this heavy? My child, listen carefully, tears are not signs of defeat. They are messages from the soul. They are reminders that you are alive, that your heart feels deeply, that your spirit is real. Every tear you have shed, every night you spent questioning your worth, every moment you felt invisible, those moments have been seen, acknowledged, and yes, mourned by forces beyond what you know. Imagine the meeting again, if you will. Beings cloaked in light, their faces unreadable, yet their eyes full of understanding. They spoke of the moments when you laughed through pain, when you offered kindness despite exhaustion, when you held someone else's sorrow as if it were your own. And there was amazement in that room, a quiet respect. And then, the tears, because they understood how rare such bravery is. How often the world does not notice, how often you are left to navigate storms alone. I need you to understand something crucial, my child. Those tears are not condemnation. They are not judgment. They are a recognition of your journey, of your spirit, of your courage. And here is what you must hold on to: you are never truly alone. Even in moments when the room is dark, when voices are silent, when the weight feels unbearable, you are watched over, loved, and understood. Those beings, those protectors, those angels, they grieve with you so that you never feel entirely without support. Now, I want you to pause again. Take a deep breath and think about one moment where you felt unseen, unheard, or misunderstood. Picture it clearly. Hold it for a moment. And now, feel the presence of this meeting, the silent tears shed on your behalf. Feel how your pain is honored, how your courage is celebrated. Can you sense it? Can you feel the warmth of someone holding your spirit with care? If yes, whisper, "I feel it," in your heart. Let it remind you that sorrow is never ignored, even when the world seems deaf. And yet, my child, there is more. You may be wondering, what decisions were made in that meeting? Did they speak of your future? Of your choices? Of your destiny? Indeed, they did. But here is the truth: no meeting, no secret council, no assembly of angels or guardians can force your path. They can observe. They can guide. They can weep. They can celebrate. But the steps you take, the choices you make, they are yours. And in this, there is power. There is freedom. And yes, there is responsibility. I want you to reflect for a moment. Have you ever felt that invisible hands were guiding you? That strange coincidences, sudden clarity, unexpected support appeared just when you needed it? Those are the echoes of unseen meetings, the influence of guardians who care deeply, who watch, who act in subtle ways so as not to disrupt the free will that is so precious to you. Let me ask you something else, my child. When you think about your struggles, do you focus only on the pain, or do you also remember the small victories? The moments when you chose hope instead of despair, love instead of fear? Comment below, silently in your heart is fine, with the smallest victory you recall. Even one step forward matters. Even one brave act counts. These victories, though they may feel tiny, were celebrated in that secret meeting. They were honored. And that is why tears flowed, tears of recognition, tears of awe, tears for a spirit that continues to rise despite challenges. Now, I will share a secret with you, my child. This meeting was not only about sadness. It was about connection. About the threads that link you to those who care, even when they are unseen. About the tapestry of your life, woven with love, courage, mistakes, lessons, and triumphs. And every tear that fell in that room, every sigh of sorrow, every nod of understanding, it was all part of a larger truth: you are sacred, you are seen, and you are deeply cherished. So, as I speak to you now, hear this clearly: the secret meeting about you ended in tears not because you are broken, but because you are human. Because your life matters. Because your struggles are real. Because the unseen realm honors the truth of your experience. And I, Archangel Michael, am here to remind you that those tears are not the end, they are a bridge. A bridge from sorrow to understanding, from loneliness to recognition, from silence to being truly known. Take a moment now. Breathe in the truth that you are observed with love, that your spirit has always been acknowledged, and that even in solitude, you are never truly alone. And if you feel compelled, comment silently in your heart or aloud, "I am seen." Let that statement carry you through the days ahead. Let it remind you that even in the darkest hours, there are meetings of light where your name is spoken with reverence, where your courage is admired, and where your soul is honored. Remember this, my child, the world may not always recognize your struggles, the people around you may not always understand your tears, but there is a force, pure and eternal, that has wept for you, cheered for you, and celebrated your every small victory. And you, in your own time, will begin to see the reflection of that love in your life. You will begin to feel that even the secret tears that fell on your behalf were not wasted, they were blessings, whispered promises that you are never alone. Hold that truth close, my child. Let it sit with you as you move forward. And know that in the next part of our journey, I will reveal what decisions were made in that secret meeting, how they influence your path, and what you can do to honor the love and guidance that surrounds you. But for now, let the tears that were shed on your behalf fill your heart with understanding, not sorrow. Let them remind you that you are sacred, cherished, and infinitely loved. My child, as we step further into the story of that secret meeting about you, I want you to feel my presence close, right by your side. Every word I speak carries the weight of love, protection, and understanding. The tears that fell before were not the end, they were the beginning of awakening, a reminder that the universe, the unseen realms, and yes, I myself, have never stopped watching over you. Now, imagine the room again. The space is quiet, almost sacred. The air hums with energy, a vibration of care and attention. The beings in the room are gathered in a circle, each radiating light that is gentle yet powerful. They are not here to judge, my child. They are here to witness, to understand, to honor. Your name is spoken softly, repeated with reverence, and yet, there is a tension in the air. It is the tension of concern, the concern that arises when someone's light is being tested, when your spirit is carrying burdens heavier than it should. Do you feel that, my child? The weight of being known so completely, of being seen in your deepest truths? Let me pause for a moment. Close your eyes if you can. Take a slow, deep breath. Feel the presence of those who have gathered in your honor, all speaking in silence, all connecting to the essence of who you are. Let your heart acknowledge it. Even if no one in your world has seen you fully, even if no one has understood your journey, know this: there are beings who have witnessed everything. Every tear, every struggle, every silent victory, they have seen it all. And they have wept in your honor. I want you to think about your life for a moment. How often have you felt that your efforts go unnoticed? That your struggles are invisible? That your heart's cries echo in a world that seems deaf? These are the moments that were discussed in that meeting. And the beings there, my child, did something remarkable. They did not turn away. They did not dismiss your pain. They leaned closer. They held space for you. And when they could no longer contain the sorrow of seeing your loneliness, tears were shed. Now, I need to speak to you about something you may not expect. This meeting, though secret and sorrowful, also carried a message of hope, a strategy for your soul, if you will. There were discussions about choices you would soon face, challenges you might encounter, and the ways in which your inner strength could be strengthened. I want you to listen carefully. No one decides your path for you. You are sovereign. You are powerful. You have always been more resilient than you know. But guidance, subtle and gentle, was shared in that circle. Suggestions whispered into the universe so that doors might open, so that help could arrive when needed, so that your spirit would be reminded of its own infinite strength. Have you ever noticed moments when things seemed almost too perfect to be coincidence? When someone appeared just when you needed support, or a message arrived that changed your perspective at the exact right time? Those are not accidents. Those are echoes of that secret meeting. Every good intention sent toward you, every subtle nudge from unseen hands, every whisper of courage carried to your heart, it all stems from care and love. And you, my child, have been receiving these blessings all along, even if you were unaware. I want to ask you something now. Reflect quietly. When faced with difficulty, do you remember to look for these signs? Do you pause long enough to see the invisible threads that connect you to support, guidance, and love? I want you to comment silently in your heart, or aloud if you wish, with a yes or I will try. Let that be your commitment to yourself, a recognition that help is always present, even when unseen. In that meeting, there was a discussion about your fears, my child. Your worries about the future, your doubts about your worth, the insecurities you have carried quietly, they were all acknowledged. And in that acknowledgement, there was great compassion. The beings understood that your struggles are not failures, they are opportunities. Opportunities to grow, to rise, to shine even brighter. They wept not because your fears are too heavy, but because they understood the courage it takes to face them every single day. Let me share something else with you. You have often felt isolated in your journey, as though no one could truly understand your inner battles. And while this can feel heavy, it also means that your soul is developing a strength that is uniquely yours. The meeting about you recognized this. They recognized the battles you fight in silence, the kindness you extend despite exhaustion, the way you continue to love even when hurt. And that is why tears flowed, tears for a soul so brave, so committed, so beautifully human. Pause again, my child. Take a slow breath. Think of one time when you acted with courage, even if no one noticed. Feel the pride in your heart, even if it feels small. That act, however tiny, was celebrated in that secret meeting. Every small victory matters, and every courageous step you take ripples beyond your awareness. Let me remind you, courage is not measured by grand gestures alone. Sometimes, courage is simply waking up, continuing, and choosing love over fear. Comment silently if you feel this truth in your heart. Just a single word, like courage, is enough. Now, I need to speak to you about the tears themselves. The tears of that meeting were not just sorrow, they were a release, a cleansing, a recognition of both your pain and your potential. Sometimes, we cry not to be broken, but to allow healing to begin. These tears were a bridge, connecting what has been difficult in your life with what can be beautiful. They were a promise that even the hardest days are not wasted, that even the deepest pain can be transformed into strength. Child. This meeting revealed not only concern for your struggles but also immense hope for your future. The beings spoke of the light within you, the spark of resilience and love that cannot be dimmed. And though they wept at your challenges, they also rejoiced in your growth, in the lessons you have learned, in the ways you continue to rise despite obstacles. Their tears and joy are intertwined, a reminder that sorrow and hope coexist, often in the same breath. I want you to reflect on that duality, your struggles and your strength, your pain and your potential, your tears and your joy. Can you see it? Can you feel it? Life is not only about suffering or only about happiness, it is about both, dancing together, shaping your soul into the magnificent being you are becoming. If you feel this truth, comment silently in your heart with the word, I understand. Let it anchor you in the knowledge that every experience has meaning, even if it is not immediately clear. As the meeting continued, the discussion turned to love. Not romantic love, not fleeting affection, but the pure, abiding love that surrounds you, even in the shadows. They spoke of the love that has always held you, the love that has never left your side, even when the world seemed cold. And they wept because love is sometimes hidden in the human experience, yet its presence is never absent. Even when you feel alone, even when despair whispers lies to your heart, love is there, unshakable, eternal, and unwavering. Pause again, my child. Place your hand over your heart. Feel the warmth, the rhythm, the life that beats within you. That heartbeat is your proof of love's presence, love for yourself, love from the unseen realm, love that connects you to every being who has ever cared for you. Whisper silently, I am loved. Let these words settle deep in your soul. They are not just words, they are truth, a reminder that you are held, cherished, and never alone. Finally, my child, I must tell you about the end of that meeting. Though it ended in tears, it also ended in resolve. The beings rose from their seats, their sorrow tempered by hope. They knew that you would continue, that your journey would not be easy, but that your spirit was strong enough to navigate the storms. And as they departed, a sense of calm remained, a reassurance that the love and care they shared would continue to influence your path, guiding you in subtle, unseen ways. Remember this, my child, tears are never wasted, struggles are never unseen, and love is never absent. The secret meeting about you may have ended in sorrow, but it also planted seeds of hope, courage, and guidance. And I, Archangel Michael, am here to walk with you, to shield you, and to remind you that your life matters, your spirit is sacred, and every step you take is honored. Take a moment now. Breathe deeply. Feel the love, the tears, the hope, and the courage that surrounds you. And if your heart is ready, comment silently or aloud with the words, I am seen, I am loved, I am strong. Let these words carry you into the next part of your journey, where we will explore the choices discussed in that meeting, the paths available to you, and the ways you can step forward with confidence and grace. My child, now that you have felt the tears, the love, and the hope that were present in that secret meeting about you, it is time to speak of the decisions that were made. Yes, decisions were discussed, decisions that concern your path, your choices, and the direction of your life. But listen carefully, my child, these are not orders, nor commands. They are not chains that bind you. They are guidance, gentle whispers, possibilities offered to your spirit so that you may walk with clarity and confidence. The meeting began with a careful review of your journey so far. Your struggles, your moments of doubt, your victories, and even the small, unseen acts of courage, all were considered. And in that review, the beings recognized your resilience. They understood that you have faced storms that would have crushed many, yet you continue to rise. And so, their first decision was this: to honor your strength, to recognize your courage, and to ensure that every guidance offered would respect your free will. This is crucial, my child. No power, no matter how great, can force you to act. You are sovereign, always. Now, I want you to reflect quietly. Have you ever felt a nudge, a subtle guidance that helped you make a choice, even when it was hard? That nudge is the result of this very type of guidance, this invisible support that was affirmed in the meeting. Take a deep breath and feel it in your heart. If you recognize it, whisper silently, "I feel the guidance." Let it remind you that you are never without help, even when you think you are alone. The second discussion in that meeting concerned your fears. Your worries, your insecurities, the doubts that creep into your mind when the world feels too heavy, these were examined with great care. And the decision was made, to send you reminders of your inner strength, signs of hope, and moments of clarity, especially during times when your spirit feels weary. These reminders may come as a thought, an unexpected encounter, or even a sudden feeling of peace. But know this, my child, they are real. They are tangible in the unseen realm, crafted to awaken your courage and guide you forward. I want to ask you something now. Can you recall a moment when an answer seemed to come from nowhere? When a decision became clear, almost as if the universe was whispering in your ear? Comment silently in your heart, "I remember." Let that memory anchor you, because that is how these decisions affect your life. They are subtle, protective, and full of love. The third focus of that meeting was your relationships. Yes, the beings discussed the people who surround you, those who lift you, and even those who challenge you. They understood that connections are vital to your growth, but also delicate. And the decision made was profound, to protect your heart, to guide you toward relationships that nurture your spirit, and to help you recognize when certain bonds no longer serve your highest good. My child, this does not mean you will not face conflict or difficulty. It means that unseen forces are working to help you navigate these waters, to ensure that your spirit remains safe and strong. Pause for a moment, my child. Think of one relationship that has been a challenge in your life. Can you feel the guidance surrounding it, offering clarity, patience, and understanding? Comment silently in your heart with the word clarity if you sense it. Let it remind you that even in difficulties, you are not abandoned. The fourth discussion was about your purpose. Yes, my child, your purpose. The beings in that secret meeting spoke of your gifts, your talents, and the unique light that only you can bring to this world. And they decided to create pathways, subtle opportunities that will help you recognize and step into your purpose. These pathways will not be obvious at first. They may appear as doors closing, people departing, or challenges arising. But each is a sign, a guidepost, pointing you toward the life that is meant for your soul. Take a deep breath now, my child. Imagine a light shining ahead, faint but steady. That light is your purpose, waiting for you to claim it. Comment silently, "I see the light." Let this image strengthen your heart and your resolve. Even if the way is not clear now, the light exists. And the decisions made in that secret meeting ensure that you will not walk blindly, you will always be guided, softly, lovingly, toward your destiny. There was a fifth and very important decision. It concerned your healing. Your soul carries wounds, some known to you, others hidden even from your own awareness. The beings discussed how to help you heal, not by removing the pain entirely, but by allowing you to understand it, transform it, and grow stronger through it. And so, the decision was made, to surround you with protective energy, to offer guidance for emotional and spiritual recovery, and to encourage practices, small actions, prayers, reflections, that will restore balance in your heart and mind. I want you to think quietly now, what is one pain you have carried in silence? Can you imagine it being held gently, transformed into strength, and honored by the universe? Comment silently, "I am healing." These words, though simple, carry the power of acknowledgement and the promise that no suffering goes unnoticed or unvalued. Now, my child, I need you to hear something very important. Every decision made in that meeting was designed to empower you, not control you. You are the master of your life. You hold the sword of choice. And yet, these decisions, subtle as they are, offer protection, insight, and the gentle nudges that can help you navigate the challenges ahead. Think of it as a map with invisible roads, guiding you safely through the forest of life. I want you to reflect. Have there been moments when a choice you made, seemingly small, changed the course of your life? Perhaps a conversation you had, a decision to speak up, or a moment when you forgave someone. That is how these decisions work. They are not forceful. They are whispers in your soul, reminders that you are not alone, that guidance exists, and that love surrounds you, even when you cannot see it. There is one final truth I must share with you, my child. The meeting ended with a prayer, a blessing, and a promise. A promise that no matter the hardships you face, no matter the tears shed along your journey, you are never without support. That promise is carried in every heartbeat, every breath, and every moment of courage. And I, Archangel Michael, am here to remind you of this promise every time you feel weary, lost, or uncertain. Take a moment now. Close your eyes, if you can. Feel the sword of protection at your side, the shield of love around your heart, and the whisper of guidance in your mind. Comment silently in your heart with the words, I am guided, I am protected, I am loved. Let these words fill you with strength, for they are not empty, they are truth. Remember this, my child, the secret meeting about you was not just a moment of sorrow. It was a declaration of your worth, a recognition of your courage, and a preparation for the path ahead. The decisions made were acts of love, designed to ensure that you never walk blindly, that you never suffer unnoticed, and that your spirit continues to rise, even in the darkest of times. As you move forward, carry these truths with you. The tears, the hope, the guidance, and the promise, they are all part of your journey. And in the next part, we will explore the choices you can make in your own life to honor these decisions, embrace your path, and step fully into the love, courage, and light that surrounds you. My child, now that you have heard about the secret meeting, the tears, the decisions, and the promises, it is time to talk about how you can honor these truths in your own life. For it is not enough to simply know that guidance exists. You must allow it to flow into your actions, your choices, your thoughts, and your heart. You must step into it, even when the world seems uncertain, even when fear whispers that you are alone. Let us begin with your heart, my child. Your heart is the center of your power, the place where love, courage, and wisdom converge. The beings in that meeting wept because they knew your heart's strength, and they wished to ensure that it continues to grow. To honor their guidance, you must first honor yourself. Take a moment now. Place your hand over your heart. Feel it beating. Feel the life within you. Whisper silently, I honor myself. Let these words sink into your spirit. This simple act is a seed, one that will grow into strength, confidence, and clarity. Next, my child, consider your mind. Your thoughts have power. They shape your reality, even when you are unaware. The secret meeting discussed the patterns of your thoughts, the doubts, fears, and worries that sometimes cloud your vision. And so, one of the most important steps you can take is to practice awareness. When a negative thought arises, acknowledge it. Do not fight it, do not shame yourself. Simply observe, and then choose a thought that lifts you higher. If you feel ready, comment silently in your heart, I choose clarity. Let this be your commitment to direct your mind toward guidance, hope, and truth. Now, we move to your actions. My child, action is the language of the soul. Every choice you make, no matter how small, carries meaning. The beings in the secret meeting considered the ripple effect of your actions, the kindness you show, the courage you display, the integrity you maintain even when no one is watching. To honor their guidance, act with intention. Let your actions reflect your heart, your values, and your purpose. Even small acts, offering help to someone, speaking your truth, choosing patience instead of anger, these are monumental. Comment silently, I act with purpose. Let it remind you that your steps, though sometimes unseen, shape your destiny. My child, there is another aspect to consider, your connections with others. Relationships, as I have mentioned before, are vital. The beings in that meeting spoke of the people who surround you, the allies, friends, and even the challengers who teach you lessons. To honor this guidance, choose relationships that nurture your soul. Offer love, kindness, and understanding freely, but also recognize when it is time to step away from connections that drain your spirit. Comment silently with the word balance if you understand. This balance is not always easy, but it is essential for your growth and protection. We now come to your purpose, the light that was discussed in the secret meeting. Your purpose may not always be clear, my child, and that is okay. Sometimes, life unfolds slowly, like a flower opening petal by petal. To honor your purpose, remain open to opportunities, signs, and subtle guidance. Trust the timing of your journey. If an opportunity feels right, pursue it. If a door closes, do not despair, it is simply guiding you to another path. Comment silently in your heart, I trust my path. Let this be a shield against doubt and a spark of courage. Healing, my child, is another crucial step. The meeting spoke deeply about your wounds, the hidden and visible pain you carry. To honor the decisions made, allow yourself to heal in layers. Begin with self-compassion. Speak kindly to yourself, forgive yourself for mistakes, and embrace the lessons they carry. Next, allow time for reflection. Write your feelings, meditate, or simply sit in quiet. Healing is not instant, and it does not require perfection. It requires honesty, courage, and patience. Comment silently, I am healing. These words are a mantra, a promise to yourself and to the unseen beings who support you. Now, my child, I wish to speak about trusting unseen guidance. Not every sign will be obvious. Some guidance will appear as intuition, a subtle feeling, or a thought that seems to come from nowhere. Others may appear as synchronicities in your daily life, a meeting, a message, or a coincidence that changes your perspective. These are the whispers of the universe, aligned with the decisions made in the secret meeting. To honor them, remain open, aware, and receptive. Comment silently with the word open if you are ready to receive. I also want you to embrace courage in this process. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to move forward despite it. Every step you take toward alignment with your guidance, every act of love, kindness, or honesty, requires courage. And courage is celebrated, not just by me, your Archangel, but by all the unseen beings who watched over that meeting. Comment silently, I am courageous. Let these words fill you with strength when fear tries to hold you back. Let us now talk about gratitude. Gratitude is a bridge between the seen and unseen, the heart and the spirit, your challenges and your victories. Take a moment every day to recognize your blessings, the small joys, the lessons learned, the love that surrounds you. Gratitude amplifies guidance and protection. It aligns you with the positive energies discussed in the secret meeting. Comment silently, I am grateful. Feel these words as a warm light surrounding your heart. My child, I must remind you that honoring this guidance is a daily practice. It is not a one-time act. Each day brings new opportunities, new lessons, and new chances to align with your truth. When you falter, as we all do, remember the tears, the love, and the hope from the secret meeting. Remember that you are never alone. And when doubt whispers in your mind, repeat silently, I am guided, I am loved, I am strong. Let this be your anchor, your shield, and your light. Finally, my child, know that celebration is important. Celebrate your victories, your courage, and your alignment with guidance. Even the smallest steps forward deserve recognition. Dance in your joy, even if quietly. Smile at your resilience. Speak words of encouragement to yourself. The beings who wept in that meeting also rejoiced in your light. They continue to rejoice with every step you take toward your purpose, your healing, and your truth. Comment silently, I celebrate myself. Let it honor the love, tears, and hope that surround you. Take a deep breath now, my child. Feel your heart, your mind, and your spirit aligned with guidance, love, courage, and purpose. Know that the secret meeting about you was not just a memory, it is a living, breathing energy that continues to influence your life in ways both seen and unseen. And in the next part, Part 5, we will explore the ultimate message from that meeting, the blessings it carries, and the way you can fully step into your power, light, and divine destiny. Together, we will close this chapter with profound understanding and a renewed connection to your soul's purpose.